What's going on, y'all? It's currently 6 in the morning, and today I'm going to give you all my first impressions on the New Balance 2WXY. So it is 8:03 p.m. right now. I was going to film myself playing in these this morning. I got a little bit shy bringing out a camera and recording myself, but tonight, going to play in these again just to give you all my first impressions. Starting with the traction, you have a very similar pattern compared to the Fresh Foam 2s. At first glance, it may not look the tackiest, but this traction performs pretty well. It's all the same type of compound, they just changed the color in the middle. It obviously picks up some dust, but you're getting really good bites, really good traction out of this shoe. The second time I played in these, I laced them up, right, in the gym, and then I actually forgot something in my car and was too lazy to take the shoes off, put on my regular shoes, and then walk outside. So I actually got something from my car that I forgot in these. So I actually stepped outside in these and then even continued to play, and the traction was still really good. Squeak does not affect the traction. Sometimes it does correlate how high a squeak is versus how well the traction performs. But for those who like squeak, these squeak like really loud, which is pretty different from the 2WXY4s, which I also enjoyed. So overall traction is very good. The cushion in this shoe is really nice. It's actually one of the first things that you will notice if you get this shoe is the cushion. It has fuel cell as well as fresh foam, and it just feels really comfortable on your foot. These are just softer and provide a little bit more bounce. I do feel like for that reason, a lot of people are going to like this shoe because of the comfort. Obviously, with this said, there are downsides to this, right? It's not going to provide the most court feel. Ultra responsive, low to the ground types of shoes that you can move the fastest in, then maybe this is not your option because it does have, a considerable amount of feeling of cushion in the forefoot. But at the same time, this is super comfortable, and I feel like this really does fit all types of play styles. It is very versatile. You guys can see all this compression in the midsole. It is actually crazy how much compression there already is, even on the medial side, if you guys can see that. Cushion is by far my favorite thing about this shoe. In terms of the fit, if you are a wide footer, I would definitely recommend buying the 2E option, because if you guys see on the inside right here, there's kind of like a strap, bungee system that kind of dug into the medial side of my arch on my foot. I'm also flat footer as well, so that may be the reason why. But I would still recommend going up to purchasing a 2E option, especially if you are getting the shoe. The shoe does fit true to size lengthwise. I didn't have any heel slippage in the shoe. It's more so like the midfoot where it felt a little bit tight. Despite not going with the 2E, I still felt like these were a good fit in terms of just overall of the shoe. It fits true to size in terms of length. I didn't have any heel slip in this shoe either, but just to be safe, I would definitely order the 2E. So the materials, aesthetically, I am not a huge fan of. It doesn't feel premium at all, and neither did the 2WXY4s. So aesthetically, I don't really like them, but performance-wise, they get the job done. But in terms of materials, they definitely get the job done performance-wise. They don't feel too light and they don't feel too heavy either. So it's definitely in that middle range. And I think they market this as their versatile shoe built for all positions. So it kind of makes sense that they made the shoe kind of like an average type of feeling in terms of weight. But yeah, materials wise, I don't really like them aesthetically, but they do get the job done. Support underneath your foot with this plate feels amazing. It is really, really good for support, especially for a shoe that only cost $120, and the support is definitely there. I had no heel slippage, kind of this external heel counter. There's also something internal in the materials here as well, so you're going to feel locked in. Traditional lacing system, you guys know, if you guys watch my videos, I kind of hate laces that have some sort of gimmick to them, so I do like this lockdown, especially in the midfoot for the laces. And overall, the materials, I didn't feel any compromise for support, even though I didn't like them aesthetically. In terms of support, you can also use the Move insole, but in this shoe, I don't necessarily feel like it's required or something that I definitely would have switched out the regular stock insole for. This sock liner, this insole is actually really nice. It is plush. And with the built-in support features, especially this plate in the midfoot of this shoe, it is just really good support-wise. So if you guys already have these Move insoles, then feel free to use them. It adds extra support. But overall, I do like this traditional sock liner as well, so I don't really think it's necessary. And again, this midfoot plate is really nice. Aesthetically, guys, I don't really like them at all. I didn't necessarily like the two-way 4s either. I think the two-way 3s still look the best out of the entire line. Now, I do think if they give these better colorways, I think they'll be looking a lot better. And honestly, this colorway does not look too great. Even on feet, I don't really like them. But in terms of versatility and what they're kind of marketing this for, they actually, you know, hit the mark. And the two-way line is very, very good. It's very consistent. If you guys watched last year's review that I did on the two-way 4s, you guys know I really like that shoe. The playability of the 4s was just amazing. It also only retails for $120, which is a really good, solid option for all my hoopers out there in terms of just like the package that you're getting at the price. So in my personal opinion, these are really nice and consistent with the two-way 4. Again, the downsides in my opinion are definitely, you know, I guess you can say the court feel. If you're kind of on the older side, I think you would really appreciate this cushion setup. I mean, you guys can see it's compressing a lot already. The aesthetics, I'm really not a fan of. Honestly, I think this shoe looks ugly. Materials are not premium at all. The upside to that is that it kind of just gets the job done. New Balance is doing a really good job with their two-way line, and it is just extremely consistent. So I do recommend this shoe. Now, if you guys are harped on aesthetics, then obviously judge that for yourself. But performance-wise, I actually really did enjoy playing in these. And I hope this season they will release more, you know, Jamal Murray PEs. I know they released a couple of two-way 4s towards the end of this season or the NBA season. So I hope he gets more better special colorways in these, because so far I don't really like any of them, to be quite honest. And this shoe just aesthetically is just not my deal. Overall, y'all, leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys think of the New Balance two-way 5s. Performance-wise, I do recommend them, personally speaking, in my personal opinion. But if you can get the two-way 4 on sale, then honestly, like the difference of performance is not too high. I think it's kind of marginal. So if you can get that on the real discount, like the real low for a price, go with the two-way 4s. But if you have, you know, $120 to spend and you're looking for a new, you know, very balanced basketball shoe, then I do think that these are, you know, a good recommendation. In my opinion, this is better than the Luka 3. It's better than the Tatum 2. It's better than a lot of Nike basketball shoes right now. And just thinking about the price, like relatively speaking, I think this is a good option. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, especially if you made it this far. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.